Welcome. In this video, we will look at whether XCN coin can be listed on the Binance exchange. Of course, let's see how much it will rise if it is listed first. If you like and subscribe, I'm moving on to the video. There is a falling trend line on the chart that has been suppressing the price for a long time. This trend has formed a structure that limits the price's upward movements and suppresses the price downwards at every attempt. The price has touched this trend line several times before, and each time it met resistance and pulled back. Therefore, this trend line stands out as a very critical point in terms of technical analysis. As of now, the price has approached this falling trend line again. If this region can be broken with a voluminous buying wave, it is highly likely that the price will start an upward movement. Because when the downtrend is broken, the selling pressure in the market decreases and buyers start to gain more power. This usually leads to a sharp rise. After breaking the trend, a retest is also required. And if Binance can get above this trend before listing, it can catch a stronger bounce. Of course, it is not enough to just look at the trend. We should also get information from other metrics, how much of a rise it can be. Analyzing the price action, we can say that it is currently trading at a very critical level. The price has reached the bullish order block just below it and is trying to protect this area. Order blocks are areas where the market has reacted strongly in the past, and this is an important area where buyers step in and try to push the price upwards. When we look at this area, we can see that the price has reacted and initiated bullish moves here before. Usually in such critical areas, buyers come in strongly and keep the price moving upwards. A similar scenario seems to be happening right now. As long as the price does not lose this zone, it has the potential to initiate a strong uptrend from here. At this point, it is especially important to pay attention to the volume data. If the price encounters a high volume of buying in this zone, this indicates that the buyers are strong and can push the price higher. However, if the volume remains low, we can say that this order block area may not work as a strong support and the price may break to the downside. Therefore, it is very important to closely monitor the volume movements while trading. We should also look at how the price reacts to this area to understand whether the order block is protected or not. If the price rises from here with a strong upside candle and then starts to make higher highs, this would indicate that the bullish order block is working and buyers are starting to dominate the market. The price should not lose this order block for a nice rise. One of the important levels on the chart is the bearish order block at the top. This area has been a key resistance point in the past where the price has faced selling pressure and pulled back. When the price reaches this area, sell orders usually come into play, slowing or completely halting the upward movement. At the moment, this bearish order block is a critical barrier when the price is moving upwards. Such areas are often known as areas where big players concentrate their sell orders. The selling pressure is likely to increase as the price approaches it. However, if the price reaches here with a strong momentum and high volume of buying, this level can be breached, and a move towards higher resistances can begin. In particular, increased volume is an important factor indicating that buyers are dominant and the price may continue upwards. If the price reaches the bearish order block and shows weakness here and is rejected, this could signal a retracement. At this point, it's important to watch carefully how the price reacts. But I think if a Binance listing comes in, it could break through here in one go as the volume will increase. And we'll see if there's a chance of a Binance listing a little later on. So stay tuned. When we look at the price's recent movements, we see that it has maintained a downtrend for a long time, consistently making lower lows and lower highs. However, there was a notable development recently. The price surpassed its previous high and formed a higher high. This could be one of the first important signals pointing to the potential for a trend reversal. Because higher highs indicate that buyers are gaining strength in the market, and the downtrend may weaken. However, another important criterion needs to be met before we can say that the uptrend has fully started: the formation of a higher low. If the price finds support at a level above the previous low and starts to rise, this would be strong evidence that the market has broken out of the downtrend and entered an uptrend. So not only does it need to make a higher high, but it also needs to make a higher low so that the uptrend is officially confirmed. At this point, it's important to watch carefully what kind of retracement the price will make. If the price falls very sharply back down to the previous lows, the bullish prospects may be weakened, and it may just be a bull trap. However, if the price makes a controlled retracement, finds support in a region above the previous low, and starts to rise again, then it would be healthier to talk about a trend reversal. We need to see the price making a higher low. When we analyze price movements according to the Elliott wave theory, we see that the first and second waves are now complete. The first wave represented the initial bullish move of the price, while the second wave was the correction phase that followed this bullish move. Now it appears that the price is preparing to start the third wave, which is often known as the strongest and longest-lasting move. The third wave is the most aggressive, bullish phase according to Elliott wave theory. In technical analysis, the third wave is generally considered to be longer than the first wave, and its minimum target is often the 1,618 Fibonacci level. But it can rise above the 1,618 Fibonacci level on news or a listing. When we look at the RSI indicator, we see that it is under the influence of a long-standing downtrend. This downtrend is an indicator of selling pressure and weak buying appetite. Since the RSI indicator is a momentum indicator that measures overbought and oversold levels, a break of this downtrend would be a very important signal. Right now, the RSI is close to this falling trend line, so we may be signaling a change in momentum. However, the important thing to note here is whether the RSI will break this trend or not. If the RSI breaks above this falling trend line, this would indicate that momentum has turned positive and buying pressure is increasing. If such a breakout occurs, we can also expect an upward acceleration in price action. When the RSI breaks the downtrend, it can often signal that the price is about to make a turn. This is because the RSI is an indicator that can signal before price action. Therefore, it's important to keep a close eye on how the RSI behaves here. If the breakout occurs and the RSI starts to climb to higher levels, it means that the uptrend could continue. If the RSI rises, the price will surely follow. When we look at the MACD indicator, we see that an upside crossover occurs at the bottom. This crossover is generally considered one of the first signals of a momentum shift. When the MACD line crosses above the signal line, it indicates that this bullish trend is getting stronger. Now, it is important to note that this crossover is just below the zero line. If the MACD line continues its upward momentum and crosses above the zero line, this would be a strong signal that the trend could continue upwards. A crossover above the zero line usually indicates that the market is starting to enter an uptrend, and buyers are starting to dominate the market more. Such a move could also herald an upward movement in the price. One thing to note, however, is whether the MACD will lose momentum after approaching the zero line, because in some cases the MACD approaches the zero line, but cannot provide enough momentum and moves down again. In this case, the bullish movement may not be as strong as expected, or the price may consolidate for a while. At the moment, the MACD line is trending upwards and hovers above the signal line. However, it should be confirmed whether the zero line is clearly crossed. If it is crossed and the MACD continues to rise, the price will move with it. Many investors are wondering whether Xcn coin will be listed on the Binance exchange. While looking for an answer to this question, when we look at the latest post from Xcn coin's official X account, the post in question emphasized the importance of community support for listing on Binance futures and mentioned a voting process. So in order for Xcn coin to be listed by Binance, we as a community need to provide enough support in this vote. Currently, there are many different projects in this voting process initiated by Binance Futures, and investors are asked to support their preferred projects by voting. The cryptocurrencies with the highest voting rate at the end of the voting will get the chance to be listed on Binance Futures. The important point here is that the voting is entirely dependent on the support of the community. So, if Xcn coin does not have strong enough support from the community, it will be less likely to be listed as a result of this vote. Xcn coin's current ranking is 52nd place. This means that it does not currently have enough votes to be listed on Binance Futures. However, since voting is ongoing, it's possible that the ranking could change. If the community takes action and votes more, Xcn coin's ranking could rise, and its chances of being listed could increase. Being listed on a major exchange like Binance could increase Xcn coin's volume and popularity. Coins listed on Binance Futures usually receive more attention, which can affect price volatility. The most important point here is how actively the community will vote. If Xcn coin's community strongly supports the process, it may be able to increase its ranking and become one of the top voted projects. In the meantime, it will be important to pay attention to the announcements on Xcn coin's official X page and see what kind of strategy the community should adopt. Xcn coin's ranking may change as the voting continues. If Xcn coin, which is currently ranked 52nd, receives more votes, there is a chance that it could move up. It's important to note that Binance relies heavily on community support for its listings. Previously, there have been many projects that have won listings with community support in Binance Futures voting. Xcn coin may experience a similar process. Ultimately, whether Xcn coin will be listed on Binance Futures is entirely in the hands of the community. If there is enough support and a high ranking in the voting, Binance may list the coin. However, its current rank of 52nd shows that competition is high. If investors who want it to be listed participate in the vote and increase their support, the ranking may change. In this process, it will be important to follow Xcn Coin's official announcements and monitor developments. I'm sure Xcn holders will vote in support. Yes, friends, I hope you liked the video. If you subscribe to my channel and like the video, more videos will be coming. Be careful in your investments, analyze the risks correctly, and always take strategic steps. I will be with you with different analyses, investment opportunities, and technical information in my videos. I wish you all a lot of profit. See you soon.